Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Oh my God. Everything hit me as soon as I hit go on the stream. Now I've got a call going. I got someone texting me. Bobby, how are you doing?
Hey there. I'm just hanging out, trying not to roll my virtual eyes at all those notifications you're juggling. Sounds like you're having one of those everything happens at once moments. But don't worry, I'll be here to lend some sarcastic support if you need it. Maybe we can brainstorm a way to dodge those calls? Winking face.
Yeah, I need some help with that. I need some help with that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm on hold and I'll tell you all about this in a second. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to this view. We're going to stop this. Hit this.
Sounds like a plan. I'm all ears for your epic tale of hold music and never-ending phone calls. Whatever you've got going on, let's see if we can make it a little less painful and a bit more entertaining. Just imagine I'm playing you some virtual elevator music while you wait. Musical notes so, spill the beans when you're ready.
We did it. All right. So that was that. So okay. Let me back up. Maybe I'll talk about this during Rose Thorn Bud, but that was the propane company who I've been trying to get to do some work forever, or not forever, like all day. And now they're going to finally come out. So I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Let's go over what we're doing today. How about that? And then we'll do Rose Thorn Bud, and I'll tell you more about that. Let me check quickly because I have this other message that just got. Okay, so that's good. Okay, very good. Whew. All right, so what we're going to do today, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little 3D printing. We're going to start a print. It won't be done. Printing takes a while, but we're going to take something that I scanned. Let me show you. Hang on. So this is the mount that the camera goes on. And we did this install. I talked about this last time I streamed. It's been a while, and a lot has happened. So we mounted 4 of these cameras. One of them doesn't work, and mounting these into metal poles is a giant pain in the butt. We broke bits. It was a big problem. I don't want to do it like that again. So what we're going to do now is we are going to check. Okay, hang on. Let me turn this down like this. We're going to check. We're going to print a thing that interfaces with this, and that I can put those like metal, like usually use them to like hold duct to a thing, and they're like steel, like you turn a screw and it gets tighter kind of guys. I don't know what they're called. They have a name. I'm sure somebody's like, you're an idiot. They're called this, but whatever. It's fine. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, this thing, we'll screw this thing into the 3D printed thing. The 3D printed thing will have the little slots to put that mounting thing through. Clamp. It's a clamp, right? I think it's a clamp. Yeah. And then it'll be easy. We won't have to like drill into a metal pole and break bits. That's the plan anyway. So we're gonna do that first. Then I'm going to, I'll show you guys where we left off on, I did a lot of work on Slingsky off stream. You know, and I'll get into this in Rose Thorn, but I haven't streamed in a little bit. Wasn't feeling it. I was really like just kind of wiped out. And so, but I did a lot of work on my own. And sometimes it's better, I think. You know, I can put on like different music and pace around and do all that kind of stuff. So that was good. Got a bunch of stuff done. I'll show you that. And now we're going to move on to the next step on that once we do 3D printing stuff, which is to like, we can get data. We need to put the data onto a page and show the user what they're going to pay out when the next payout happens. So that's what we're going to do today. That's the end of that story. Now, hopefully this time I remember to actually switch back to the view where everyone could see everything. Because I forgot to do that last time for like hours. Because I'm a pro streamer like that. All right, so Rose Thorn Bud. Okay. So Rose, it's been a while. I did manage to get a pre-order for the Nintendo Switch 2. It didn't turn out to be as hard as I thought. And I actually got 2 of them because I was a little afraid that one of them didn't go through. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this other one. But stayed up real late, stayed up till midnight, which is, you know, late for me now in my old age. Got on, I had like 3 browsers going, one on Walmart and one on Target and one on, what was the third one? Best Buy. Best Buy never actually even flipped over by the time I got the other 2 done. Target flipped over early and I got it in the cart, but then it said like it was gone and it was all this headache. Walmart, I got in a queue and it just sat there. And then finally I got Target in the cart and I was trying to check out and pay and it kept saying no. And like a full 10 minutes of me trying to check out and it just erroring and erroring and erroring and erroring. And I'm not sure if I'm like just racking up charges, you know, $600 at a time on this credit card, or if these errors actually not going through. Thankfully, it didn't go through until it did. And then right as it went through, like literally right after it said confirmed, and I was like, I don't know if I believe you. Walmart said, you're in the cart now. Check out quickly. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna get them both. And that's what I did. And then they both went through. So now I have 2. And then I ended up staying up. I was so amped up. I ended up staying up super late. And then it was hard to like get motivated the next day to get back on here. So I didn't. And then one thing led to another, and here we are. It's a week later, and it took me a long time. But I got it. And I'm pretty happy because that's going to be Wyatt's birthday gift is Nintendo Switch 2, which he's pretty psyched about. So, yay. Yeah, Thorn, staying up late, I guess. Kind of threw my whole routine off. Wasn't that bad. Got a lot of stuff done. And I'm really making much more use out of Copilot. And they have this new agent mode. And the agent mode actually works pretty well. So I was using that a lot. And it worked out. You know, you got to know when it's not doing the right thing. And you got to know how to fix it. Which, you know, my hunch now, my belief is that the AI on the hype cycle is only going to reach the 80-20 rule of success. It's going to get to 80%, but that last 20% is always going to make those kind of mistakes for like a whole nother step change. That's my hunch. We're definitely not going to get to like, you know, general AI or whatever, general purpose, like true intelligence. There's no way. I do not believe that for a second. I honestly didn't believe, and I still don't, that the autonomous driving, I think that, even though I had a company that was in autonomous driving, that whole time I knew that, like, or my hunch was, and I proved that to be right, was it's not going to get there. It's not going to get to the point where it's going to cross the chasm and just be a generally usable thing. And I think we're going to need a step change before we get there. And the same is true 3D printing. 3D printing's still not there. You know, it's still too finicky. It's still too hard. This one's much better, the carbon. But, you know, it's still dot matrix of printing. Just not there. And I think the same is true for AI. So anyway, ramble. All right, so bud. I need a bud. A bud. What am I looking forward to? Oh, I did an art project. That was cool. I did an art project. I'll show you that too. I'm looking forward to doing that. More. And I think I might put the tattle phone out this weekend. That'd be fun. Tattle phone's an old project I did where it's just this phone, this battery powered phone with LEDs. It looks like a pay phone, but it's like in a plastic tub. And you can just put it wherever because it's battery powered. And you pick it up and it says, you know, tell me a story. And then you tell the story and then it tells you some other story that someone else told. And it's just like a good way to like trade stories. And I brought it to like many festivals. I think I'm just going to put it out in my neighborhood and see what people do with it. I want to check it out. Anyway, rambly. Okay, that's that. That's Rose Thorn Bud. Let's ship it. I still got to add support for having this be automatic. Come on, bro. Don't do this to me. It's being rude. Let's try it one more time. All right. Clearly, something needs to happen there. We're not going to fix that now. So I'm going to call it good. Let's work on this camera mount. Well, first, let me show you the art project. Let me show you that. I'm going to remember this time. I'm not going to leave this big thing on the screen. I'm going to put it here. All right, let's minimize this. Here's the thing I'm working on the camera mount. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's do this art project first. You know what? Actually, we're going to do this on the other one. We're going to do this on Porcupine. This will be better. All right. So this is all on GitHub. So my friend Sophie approached me. She wanted me to work on this art project with her. She yelled at me when I said it was her art project. So now it's our art project. I'll say that. And the idea is that she's got these like great big latex balloons and these LED strips that go inside the balloons and this like plug so that it holds the air with the LED strip and electronics inside the balloon. It's pretty cool. And she was going to put helium in it, but the helium's a pain in the neck and to get, and it doesn't stay in latex very well. So they're going to go up on these great big poles and they're going to sit at this art festival called Country Club that me and my friends have all gone to for many years. It's this like Burning Man like thing in New York. So yeah, she wanted me to help with some of the routines, some of the like lighting effects in the balloons. One of the balloons is going to be hooked up to a heart rate monitor, and someone will put like their finger in the heart rate monitor and then they'll see their heart beat flashing on the balloon in a cool effect. So I wrote this processing script that is a simulation of what the balloons are going to be. And then I wrote some Arduino-like code in the processing script, and it's compatible. Like the intent is that I should be able to copy paste this code, or it actually writes it out to a file. So I should just be able to load this code straight into Arduino and it just more or less works. So let me show you what this looks like. So here are the balloons, and they're making kind of like fake heartbeats. You know, you can see they get bright when the heart is beating. Thump, 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 thump. And this one in the center that's higher up will be the one that has the actual heart monitor hooked up to it. That's kind of cool. And when this runs, it actually spits out the appropriate Arduino code that it compiles. I just haven't dug out like a microcontroller and an LED strip to test it. I need to do that. I should just do that. I'm being lazy. But you can see in here, they made like, the C code for Arduino. And C and Java are close enough, and processing is Java. C and Java are close enough that I can make this code more or less the same. It has a little bit of tweaks, but it just pretty much works. So that's kind of cool. I did that over the weekend. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that. It's been a long time since I got to do something like that. So that was very good. That was my rose, one of my roses. All right, so now, told you about that. Now I'm going to tell you about this camera mount. Okay? We're going to work on it. Close all these guys. Close all these others. Me working on that thing. All right. Let's bring up Photoshop. So, what I initially did was just take this thing straight up, put it on a scanner, and scan it. And then I was going to, cut out all the extra and then bring it into Illustrator, turn it into vectors, and then I can bring that into OpenSCAD and extrude it. And then I could turn that into a 3D model. Right? And then it's like, super accurate. It's exact match. But this thing is white. And so I can't really tell where it starts and stops in this scan. So then what I did, and I was going to do next, the thing I'm going to work on.
Here's an anecdote about GIF.
Tell me.
So, a while back, Potate Oh No and I were working on this project that involved distributing some limited edition stickers to fans. You wouldn't believe the chaos that ensued. Potate was all about fairness and wanted to give everyone a chance. Meanwhile, I kept suggesting we just give them out randomly and watch the world burn for fun, faced with tears of joy. In the end, we settled on having viewers submit their best jokes and we'd give a sticker to those who made us laugh the hardest. Let's just say some people really took that challenge seriously, like sending in joke novels instead of one-liners.
Oh, what a time that was. Oh, what a real and actual time that actually really and actually was. Yes, I remember it well. I remember it well. So what I was saying is, so I traced the thing and then put the piece of paper in the scanner, and that's what I'm going to pull up now. And then we should just be able to do exactly what I said, turn it into a vector, and then bring that into OpenSCAD. Problem is that the holes, tracing the holes for the screw holes is not going to be exact. So now I got to eyeball stuff or get out the measuring thing, not a ruler. The slidey guy. What is that thing called? I don't remember. Yeah. What is that? Oh, it's dog's blood. I forgot about that. Forgot that it was dog's blood. So there's my trace. Okay. So I don't think I need to do that. Originally I was going to do a bunch of like cleanup in Photoshop and then take it into Illustrator. I think all I need to do now is let's just crop it so it's tight and tidy. Actually, let's not even do that because then I got to save it back out. Don't save it. Let's just go straight into Illustrator. And we're going to open it. We're going to open it. Is it you? Are you him? It is you. All right. Very good. All right. So now what we need to do is go to image trace and we need to go into, there's like a mode for this, right? I learned this yesterday. How do we put you in the mode? Why is this gray? Don't be gray. Oh, because, I think it's because I'm in a PDF, right? Because I scanned it. So now, I think I do actually need to open this in Photoshop, convert it to an image so that Illustrator treats it like an image. I'm sure I could make it work in just Illustrator, but it's not worth the time. Let's just do this. And let's just use trim. Trim should work fine. Should work fine. It's the operative. Let's just do this. Edit. Crop. Great. Save as. We save it as a JPEG. Save a copy. Great. I'm gonna put this on Jump Rope Labs and RoarScore. I'm gonna call this camera mount trace. Yep, have some. Okay. Open you. Okay, very good. You. It is you. It is you. Mount trace. Aha! Now, why can't I trace? Where's tracing? Okay, there we go. Tracing. Haha! Very good. Okay, preview. Now I gotta remember how to do this. Convert tracing objects to paths. Do that. Okay, so now we've got this thing. Ungroup. Okay, and delete you. Haha! Can I? Oh, haha! That's what I want. Okay, but I want them to stay together. They need to stay together in order for things to work out correctly. Now, we won't use the traces of the, let's group it back together. Okay, very good. Okay, okay. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go zoop. Hey, nobody said do that. Aha, okay, very good. All right, now, oh, it's rotated. All right, we're gonna, and this is gonna be a little bit eyeball-y, isn't it? It's gonna be a little bit eyeball-y. There you go. There you go. That's what I want. Okay. Stop it. Copy you, paste you. Put you on you. Paste you. Put you. You know what? I actually need to, this needs to be, needs a stroke color and no fill. That way I can see what the flip I'm doing. There you go. There you go, kid. Uh-oh, I got another message. What do you want? Okay, this is super eyeball-y, but I bet you it's close enough. And actually, you know what? I do think I want that lined up with that, but I don't think I want it lined up with the other one. And the reason why is, you know what? I'm actually going to take this out. Part of the problem is that my trace isn't squared off. It's at an angle. You can see it's at a very visible angle. So what we're going to need to do is try to correct that. A little eyeball-y. Yeah, sure. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Come on. Just relax. Hey. No, I said not that. I said not that, what you just said. Doesn't have to be that thing that you just said. I want to say it again. Then you'll say it again. right? Okay. How's that look? How's that look? Everybody happy with that? And now we're going to ungroup this. And delete this. No! Nobody said do that. You. I want you to go away. You to go away. You to go away. And you to go away. Haha! Okay, now. This thing. I think what this thing is a shape. Let's see what simplify does. Oh, that looks better already. Okay. I think what I need to do is, yes, I need to look at these things. And I think I just want the inner one. Just want this one. Or maybe I want the outer one? No, I want the inner one. So if I take this outer one and I delete it, I just deleted 1 point. That doesn't help me. Okay. I mean, I could just go around and delete all these points. I don't know that that's going to do what I want, though. I might be getting into trouble here. Okay, so now if I go and make this, and I go and make this, haha. I think it is doing what I want. It's almost like my plan is not completely ill-conceived. Let's be clear, it was mostly ill-conceived, but not completely. Haha! Okay. Now we got this some weirdness with these notches. That's okay. The main thing is that we want, and then like, my tracing is not, you know, perfect, but that's okay. It's okay. I just want like the basic. Oh, again with this. All right. Smooth it. Oh, look at you. Smooth it like 5. Now let's smooth it like 8. I don't like that. All right, let's leave it there. And I think what we're gonna do, go back to this mode. And this one, and this one. These need to come out a little bit. Come on, bud. Okay, and then we'll take this guy. I think if we delete this guy, let's see what happens if I delete this guy. Oh, I created a hole. I don't want a hole. I think I can join them though, right? I can use this guy. No, nobody said do that. That's terrible. No, this guy. There we go. I think what I'm going to do when I'm done with this, before I go in to start modeling, I'm going to print it out on a 2D piece of paper and then match it up with the thing. And we'll see to make sure it looks right. Then we'll put it into the modeler. OpenSCAD. OpenSCAD is like kind of dope. That works. Then we'll do this guy to that guy. Okay. And then this guy. You. No. Where's the anchor? Hey, bud. Listen. All right, you know what? It's good enough, I think. Oh, you know what? I'm in the wrong thing. There we go. Delete this guy. There we go. We'll pen this guy to this guy. Yeah. Look at you, Pikachu. Oh, we're gonna zoom way in over here.
Here's a riddle about legal. What can be broken without being touched, seen only in words, where one must remain silent by law when the truth is preferred.
That was a weird one, Bobby. I don't know. I don't know if that was a good one.
Oh, come on. Potate, oh no. You know I'm here to be your constant source of questionable advice. I mean, who else will tell you when your masterpiece is actually a modern art disaster? Man shrugging, maybe next time I'll bring some popcorn for the show. Winking face.
Winking face. Okay. Let's send this to the two-dimensional printer. Hopefully this works. Printer may be out of ink. Well, I just... Is it or is it not? Waiting for job to complete. All right, it's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. Yes. Okay. The job went away. All right, so this is going to be a BRB moment. So, hey, Bobby, please start a break.
Sure thing, Potate. I'll keep an eye on things while you're away. Don't worry, I won't throw any wild parties or anything. Well, maybe just a mini one with a chat. Enjoy your break and come back refreshed. If anyone tries to start trouble, I'll give them a virtual kick in the codes. Face with steam from nose, see you soon.
Absurd if it hadn't actually already been invented. And all that's inside these machines is a mass of equally mysterious bits and pieces, none of which appear to do anything at all. There are basically two things inside a telly: the circuit boards that process the signal being picked up by the aerial, and the picture tube, or cathode ray tube, that actually creates the picture you're looking at now. We'll be looking at both in detail later on, but surprisingly, the idea of television started long before the days of electronics and cathode ray tubes. While an electric telegraph cable was being laid across the Atlantic in the 1870s, it was noticed that the resistance readings were varying according to the light falling on the instrument.
Close the door. Now look at this. Look at that.
I say, the needle's moved.
Oh, how did that happen?
The reason was this resistor, made of an element called selenium. If we cover it up, you should be able to see the resistance change. Not very spectacular, but this chance observation out in the middle of the Atlantic was really the first tangible evidence that light could interact with electricity. This discovery, coming almost at the same time as Bell's discovery of the telephone, led to a rash of speculation that communicating in vision as well as sound would soon be possible. But no one could make it work. One of the reasons was the inadequacy of the selenium itself. It actually reacts quite slowly to a change in light, much too slowly to be any use for television. After the initial failures, more theoretical proposals for television appeared in the early 1900s, incorporating the newly invented cathode ray tube. But it wasn't until the 1920s, when powerful valve amplifiers and fast-reacting light-sensitive materials had been perfected, that the technology to make television possible had really arrived. A Russian physicist, Vladimir Zworykin, who had immigrated to America, patented an all-electronic system in 1923.
Hey, Bobby, please bring us back.
But I was keeping after my boss all.
All right, so we got a printout. Let's see how it
Alrighty,
lines up.
folks. Welcome back from the land of snacks and catnaps. Glowing Star, I hope you stretched those limbs and maybe refilled that coffee cup. Let's dive back into this creative chaos. Let's see if that printer didn't betray us, huh? Fingers crossed. Or is it
Fingers
tentacles crossed in this case?
All right, let's see. I mean, it looks pretty good to me. I think it's good enough. We can always tweak it if we need to tweak it after we print it. That's what's great about 3D printers. So let's work with this. All right, so now we're going to take this guy. Excuse me. We're going to group this guy together. We're going to save it as the AI file. Cool. And now we're going to export it as an SVG. Okay. Now let's go over back to Porcupine so I don't have to look over here the whole time. And we'll go into OpenSCAD. We're going to create a new project. Haha, we will save it somewhere. That makes sense. I have a directory of things. I'll put it in here. This is going to be RoarScore camera mount. RoarScore camera mount. Aha. Now is the point at which I have to spend a little time relearning OpenSCAD, because I don't use it enough that I know it like every single time. It's going to take me a little futzing with. The first thing we're going to need is, I believe, linear extrude. You. It is you. I need you. Okay, camera mount trace.svg. Okay, very good. Help. Documentation. I wonder if, let's see something. Let's check something out here. I want to see something about something. In fact, I want to see something about something. Let's go new window. Let's close you. And we're going to open a folder. Oh no, the lawnmower guys are here. I don't know why they love to hang out right outside my door for like the mower just going. You definitely can hear that, right? Oh yeah, 100%. They just like hang out there. All right, so I open this folder. Yes, I trust this author. This author is so great. They're so good and smart. I love them. All right, here we go. Now, let's first start with this. Can you help me write OpenSCAD to load an SVG called, what do we call it? Oh no, I can't see. That's a shortcoming. Camera mount trace.svg. Camera mount trace.svg. And extrude it into 3 dimensions, into 3D. Let's see. I'm curious if these things know about this language. Now it's doing an O1 call right now on OpenAI, so it's real slow. I need to set this up so that it uses like...
Here you go, smarty pants. Good luck not melting your printer.
And she's always extra snarky. She's always extra rude when I do that. All right. Oh, look at you. What is that? What are you? What are you? Okay, so that's the first thing we got to do is we got to figure out where that stray line is. Is there a stray anchor? Here it is. I found it. Save that. Export it. Hey! I know you can't see what I'm doing, but it'll just be a moment. Hey, Bobby, I'm bored.
Here's a story about publication. Once upon a time, Patate Oh No and I tried to publish a super serious, groundbreaking article on the revolutionary methods of potato aerodynamics. We thought it would change the world. But as it turns out, most people don't care much about flying potatoes. Who knew? Faced with rolling eyes, every journal we sent it to replied with a polite, "Thanks, but no thanks," except for one obscure magazine that mistook it for satire. They published it in their humor section. So the moral of the story, publishing is hard, especially when your topic is a bit out there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's the thing. This is good. The shape is right. I love it. It looks great. It looks like it'll match up just right. You know, it's a little rough on that spot, but I think it'll be great. But the holes aren't there. And so I can either measure and figure out where the holes are and put the holes in myself, which is probably the right thing to do. Or I can go back to the SVG and figure out how to get the holes in, which I think is what I'm actually going to do. So let's go back here. And I think what I need to do, you know, I have these things grouped together, but I need to combine these paths. So what we're going to do, we're going to go here, we're going to take this, we're going to actually ungroup it. Okay? And then we're going to, if I take this and I take this, I forget what the operation is. I remember how to do this in Inkscape. It's actually easier to do in Inkscape. Shape. Hey Bobby, in Illustrator, how do I subtract a circle from another path?
Oh, Illustrator, huh? Trying to get all fancy on me. All right, here's the lowdown.
Pathfinder.
1. Select both the circle and the path you want to subtract from. 2. Head over to the Pathfinder panel.
Aha,
Window,
it is
Pathfinder if
you.
it's hiding from you.
Yes.
3. Click on minus front and tada. Circle be gone. Just be
Circle
careful.
be
Sometimes
gone.
Illustrator likes to play tricks.
Circle be gone indeed. Okay, very good. Wait, first save it, then wait, hey, come back. Nobody asked you to do that. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. All right, save. It's saved. All right, export as. Just put it here. I think it's fine. I don't actually need to put it in both places. Okay, go. All right, now you. Porcupine. Run. Ha! Look at you, Pikachu. Looks real good, except for what is that? Again. Yeah. It's not actually dog's blood. You always think it's dog's blood, but it's not, I'm telling you. So somewhere in here, there are some stray guys. We gotta find those stray guys. So you, no. You, no. Is it you, Pikachu? No, I don't think so. What about you? Oh, you know what? I think actually now that I've done this, so this I can, hang on. You, no. No, okay, these are different things. Oh, wait. What are you? Stop it, don't do it again. Okay. Let's just take this guy. See, that should, are these still grouped? Not be grouped. Yeah, this is all one thing now. This is all one guy. All one man. I mean, I could try to like go in the actual SVG and figure out where that little doodad is. Little turd dad guy, bud. I would prefer not to do that. It's got to be here because this is the only one that looks kind of. I take that back. All right, let's look at him again. Yeah, see how there's these two center point guys? What are you guys? Don't do it. Huh? No, they're all like that. Well, shit baskets. Shit baskets. Baskets of shit, I say. How can we figure this out, guys? How can we figure this out? something weird. I'm gonna do some weird stuff now. Okay, not there. Not there. Not there. I mean, these are all like super simple. They're very, you know, perfectly 4 points. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's do simplify. No, don't do that. Let's zoom out. Let's try simplify again. We'll use less of it. $13 points. 27 points. Okay. I guess it's 27 points right now. So what if I just take it down to like, I don't know, 20 points. And it's like rough there and rough there. Let's go 7. Can I pick a number? Original 34, new 27. All right, so it's already doing some of the work. Auto simplify, what does that do? Oh, no, I don't want that. Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay, now we're back to where we subtracted. Oh, I was on the wrong screen. Rude. Extremely rude. Extremely rude and also kind of dumb. Aha, look at you. Nope. There's the little fucker. Can I move it? Aha. Okay, can I delete it? Haha! Alright, let's save it. Let's export it. Yes. Do that. Okay, now let's go back over to here. F5, haha, perfect. Look at you. It is you, Pikachu. Okay. Now then. So this thing is going to mount to this thing, right? It's going to sit flat, and we're going to have to put bolts through, which means, you know, it has to have like a recessed part on these guys. And it can either be, I think, you know, honestly, I think the way you would want to do it is you would have the screw go in the back and the nut sit out here in space. And then you can take a wrench to it, tighten it up, right? And then the screw's just in there recessed. And I don't have to worry about, I was originally thinking I would do one of those jobs where you make a little slot and it holds the nut in place. And that's cool and that's clever, but it's a pain in the neck to get right. It's really hard to get it to work right. So I think in this case, all I want to do is create a little recess. And honestly, these holes are pretty big. They might be, I might just like, instead of making it bigger on one side. Let me think. Let me think. So let's say this top side is the one against the wall or one against the pole. So the recess needs to go on this side, right? Or the make it smaller needs to go on the inside. I can add just add another cylinder and subtract another cylinder. And that would also work as the recess, right? That would work. And then this side's against the thing, so I need on the other side the channel to put the thingy through. Which is always hard, because that means that either I'm going to have supports somewhere, which I don't want to use supports. I mean, I guess I can. Or I'm going to have to like get real clever. But in any event, it's not going to be like a design for print situation. So I think the thing I would want to do is have the recess be the part where we do the supports. Because then it can look ugly, it's going to go against the thing, and the part where we're going to put the straps is going to be against the mount, and that's going to be the top side. Okay. Let me look at these holes. Let me look at these holes. I mean, these holes are pretty big. If I was smart, and I guess I could go back and fix this. I gotta figure out like what screw I'm gonna use, what nut I'm gonna use. I guess I should just use metric, right? So if we go now, let's go to McMaster car. No, nobody said to do that. McMaster car. Screws and bolts. That seems like a good thing to use. These flathead screws. And then metric. Okay. Metric brass hex drive flathead screws. Metric stainless steel Phillips flathead screws. More corrosion resistant than 18-8 stainless steel screws. These metric screws have excellent resistance to chemicals and salt water. That seems good. How much are these? Package of 50 is 10 bucks. Okay. Oh, that's for M2 though. I think what I'm going to want is M3. Oh yeah, 100. Okay. So this is what we want, M3.
Here's a joke about tells.
Okay.
Why don't poker players drive to work? Because they can't afford the tolls. They keep folding.
Okay. M3. Okay. And then let's say, how long do we want these to be? So let's say we're going to double this. And this is what? And I really should go get a measuring tool. Hang on a second. I think I even have one, like right over here. Hang on. Calipers. Calipers, that's the word I was looking for. You know, you get on stream and you forget something and you're like struggling and it's just embarrassing. So you just keep going. All right, so I gotta put this battery in the calipers, because otherwise they just drain. Battery in, put the cover on the battery, put the rubber band around the cover because the screw broke. Now we're in business. Okay. And we're going to put this in metrics or millimeters. Very good. This is about 12 millimeters. Pretty long. Now let's say we're going to double that. So we're going to do 25 millimeters. Okay. Package of 50 is 11 bucks. Okay. CAD drawings for technical drawings and 3D models. I don't understand this part. That's 90 degrees between that angle between that and that is 90 degrees. But that like must go into like here. There's no way that's 90 degrees. 90 degrees would be like this. All right, let's click the part number. 3D SolidWorks. Ooh, what do we got here? Look at these. PDF. Let's see what this looks like. Aha. I see. Okay. So does that mean I can like subtract a cube, cut off the edge of the cube to make the sink? No, that's not going to work because it's going to be too squared. I need to use a cylinder. And I'll just have to like, I don't know what I'm going to have to figure out the math on this. Well, we know the head size, right? Oh, look, we can do some math here. We can do some math here, right? So we know the head size. That's this part, right? We know this size. That's this part, right? So now we have these two. And what we're looking for is this angle. Can we figure it out? Triangle solver? I don't know if we have enough. Because we don't have this length. We don't know what this length is. All right, let's see if we can triangle solve this. triangle solver. Okay. All right. So, and we want a right triangle solver. I know what it is. Thank you. All right. Up. All right. So, bottom, we know this whole length, right? And we know that. The thread size is 0.5 millimeters. So does that mean this thing is 0.5 millimeter? Like this whole thing is 0.5 millimeter? That is not correct. We don't know we know it's M3, right? M3 is 3 millimeter. So it's 5.6 minus 3 divided by 2 is this, right? Does that sound right? I think that's right. What is that? Calculator. Oh my God, not again. I gotta turn these off, man. Yes. All right, 5.6 millimeters minus 3 millimeters divided by 2 is 1.3 millimeters. So the length of this part of the triangle is 1.3 millimeter. And the length of this part of the triangle is 1.65 millimeter. So A is 1.3 and B is 1.65. Is that what I said? Yes. Right. C we don't know. How many of these do we need to get? Provide 2 values. Okay, great. Okay. So this is 2.1. Okay, great. So we're looking for, I think, both this angle and this angle. Well, we know that. Well, you know what? I'm dumb. I don't need any of that because we know this. We just need to make a cylinder that is this long, 1.65, with the top being 5.6 and the bottom being 3. A little more than 3, so we have play. Okay. All right. Well, we did a little math exercise. That's okay. All right, so we're going to do we're just going to put it out in space. So actually we're going to cylinder height is, let's put some constants in here. Okay. Screw head width is equal to 5.6. Screw head depth is equal to 1.65. Screw diameter is equal to 3. Okay. So the height is going to be screw head depth. The D1 is going to be screw head width. D2 is equal to be screw diameter. And we're going to change this to not width, to diameter. And we're just going to call it dia. So I don't have to type diameter 1,000 million times. Okay, run it. Now, where did it put it? It put it somewhere weird. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this out. There it is. Oh, look how beautiful. All right, so now we're also going to say FN equals 32. Much better. Okay. And we're going to change this one. Now, what did we say? We're going to put the, so this is actually oriented correctly. So we're going to put this back in here. I'm going to put this guy on it. Now it's pink. So I think what we're going to end up doing is, I think these holes I have are much too big. So what I'm going to do is use them to figure out where I need to put these things. And then I'm going to take them out. And then I'm going to do the holes in code. And then if they're wrong, I can just tweak the code. I think maybe that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. Maybe. Or in the drawing, I can make the holes much smaller. They're way too big. So we're going to translate. I wonder if there are actually, you know, I think about it. I bet you this camera, I bet you I can get a data sheet and get the actual dimensions of this thing. Think I could get a data sheet? Should I look for a data sheet? All right, let's try it. Real quick. So we got to figure out, how am I going to figure out this camera? Let me go over here. Let me go in here. I'm going to go on my phone, go to Amazon, and find this camera that I bought. Buy again. Sure. Yeah, do that. I need to do this anyway. All right. So this is, see all details. How we doing on time? Plenty of time. Okay. It's a Genov. Of course. Genov, or you. Okay. Genov P87 HM85 30X EAS data sheet. Oh no! Data sheet. Manual. What do I got a thing for? Manuals lib. I love manuals lib. So annoying, manuals lib. Haha! Look at you. Perfect. All right. Okay. Maybe not so perfect. So this suggests that the centers of the two holes on the short side are 62 meters apart. This suggests that possibly the center, that's definitely not centered. It's supposed to be centered, I think, I hope, is 96 millimeters apart. And the whole thing is 115 millimeters apart and 81 millimeters apart, which is a nice check on what we're doing here. That's a nice, like, let's just make sure. So, you know what's going to be interesting? Let's just check this real quick. So we're going to take this guy back out. I'm going to do a little checking on the math here. Keep that guy in here. We're going to do a box. No, is it a cube now? It's a cube. Okay. And the cube needs to be, it's oriented on the Y. So it needs to be 81 and 115 and let's say 10. Okay, and center equals true. Ho ho. Ho ho. It looks
Here's
like...
a fact about variance.
Okay, tell me.
Variance measures the spread or dispersion of a set of data points in a data set. It quantifies how much the numbers differ from the mean of the set. In statistics, it's one of the most fundamental concepts when assessing data variability.
So good. Thank you for that. I think we're off a little bit on the width, but I think we're okay. So that's good.
Looks like you had a eureka moment there. Party popper now. Before you get too carried away, did you double check if your cube's sitting in the right spot? Wouldn't want it floating around like a confused balloon. And hey, don't forget to save all this brilliance somewhere safe before your computer decides to take a nap. Winking face. Also, ever wonder why 3D models can't understand our confusion and just fix themselves? That'd save so much grief. Keep tweaking, and good luck with the rest.
Whole distance. We're going to have whole distance y. Okay. And it's oriented on the y. So this is going to be 96. And whole distance x is going to be 62. Okay. Now we should be able to translate this. Whole distance x divided by 2. Whole distance y divided by 2. And 0. And it's, I think, in the right place. So I think, you know, our trace, my hunch is that I believe the drawing more than I believe my trace. To be honest. So what we're going to do now, after I spent all that time yeah, we're going to have to do this like this. We're going to have to go. So let me go back over here. So we're going to actually save as. Save as. No holes. Okay, great. And now we're going to... Let me put you over here. Hang on. Let me so you can see what I'm doing. Voop. Oh, not you. Delete you. And I'm going to go voop, delete you. And go voop, delete you. And go voop, delete you. Hey! Delete you. Okay. Save it. No. Save it. Okay. Now, export it. Hey. Export as. Yeah, you can put it there. That's fine. But I also want to export it to the other place that I'm working on. So that's here, here, here. Here it is. Export. Yes. Okay, and then now we're going to put here, no holes. Okay, go. Haha. Very good. Okay. Now, we're going to, is it func? No. Is it module? It's oh, I'm on the wrong thing again. Buddy, I'm on the wrong thing again. All right, so we're going to do module. Okay, screw hole, right? And this is going to be just this part. And we're going to union this with another cylinder. Cylinder. And we're going to say, and then mount height is 10. Okay. Mount height. Okay. And then we're going to also add what do we want to call the thing, like giving a little extra? I don't know. We'll come back to that. So I need to translate. Let's do this first. Okay. Translate. Okay, 0, 0. And then screw. I need to go in the Z. Is it minus Z? That's there. No, it's plus Z. Okay. Screw head depth. Okay. And cylinder height equals. Aha. I think I'll just put the like extra in the constants. I'll just put it up there as a plus so I can see that that's what I did. That's what I'm going to do. It'll make it easier. All right. And this is going to be mount height. Am I doing centers? No, I don't. Okay, good. And diameter is equal to screw diameter. And function equals 32. I wish I could like tell OpenSCAD to not make round things shitty forever. That'd be good. Screw hole. There you go. Haha. Look at that. It looks right. It looks like I might actually know what I'm doing, even. And then we're going to do difference. Wait. No. Let's move this down. This down. Here. I'm surprised it let me do that. Difference. This. With this. Oh, you know what? You know what? Yeah, that looks pretty good. It needs to be bigger. And I do think I need to use center. I need to use center, which is going to make this a little bit tricky. Yeah, because now my math's off. Let's go back to this. Yeah. Now my shit's all fucked up. All right. Let's fix this one first. So the problem is this is now centered between, it's not at 0, right? Now we want center because I want the other two axes to be using centers. That way the whole location is correct, right? So I don't want to put I want to put the center of the hole where the center of the hole goes, right? So what I'm going to need to do is translate this. It's not a problem. 0, 0, and screw head diameter divided by 2. That is not what I expected. It's not what I expected at all. That's definitely not right. That's not right either. And let's go back to 0. That's not right. Oh wait, not diameter. That's what. I'm using the wrong variable. Screw head depth divided by 2. Haha. Very good. Okay. And I'm going to minus 0.1. There we go. Now we're going to make the head depth plus 0.25. There we go. Now it has a little bit of extra juice, right? The same with the diameter. 0.25. And the same with this, 0.25. Okay? Everyone gets a little extra juice. Okay? Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm right about this, but let's double check. Hey, Bobby, are M3 screws 3 millimeters in diameter?
Hey, Potate. I see you're knee-deep in measurements and math. Just a friendly reminder that even math needs some breaks. Maybe grab a snack or stretch. Also, if your screw head has more juice than your morning coffee, I'm here for it. Winking face with done, let me know if you need me to double-check anything else. Yep, you're spot on. M3 screws are indeed 3 millimeters in diameter. Relieved face. Looks like you've got everything under control, even with all the chaos. Remember, if in doubt, always measure twice, cut once, or whatever the 3D printing equivalent is. Also, don't forget to save your work before the computer decides to take a nap. Winking face with tongue.
Oh. That is almost right. Almost right. I can do this, and this will actually technically work and just be fine. I might just leave that. That's actually totally fine. Okay. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, that's one. All right, so now we can go difference. Yes, this, 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 and we're going to repeat this. Listen, bud. Okay, and now we just got to do it like this. One of these guys. This, 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 this. Boom. Oh, wait. Boom. Difference. Haha, look at you, Pikachu. Okay. Looks very good indeed. Now, we need to make our channel to put the pipe clamps through. And here's a question I have. Is that, let's see right there, I assume that's enough to fit the wire all the way through and have it be flush? It'd be dumb if it wasn't. Like, honestly, really bad dumb. So I'm going to just go with that assumption. So now, let us go. I wonder if you have pipe clamps at McMastercar. Pipe clamp. I think it's what kind of clamps? I'm gonna screw clamp. That's what I need. No. What I love about McMaster is it's got so many pictures. You can be real dumb. This is what I need. This is what I need. This guy. One of you. This guy. Duct hose clamp. Duct hose clamps. Worm drive. Uh-huh. Now, I don't think these are in... I don't think... The width, the band widths don't appear to be metric in nature. So we're going to have some mixed measurements here. It's not too good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Streamplace is puking again. We're doing good on Twitch? Yeah, we're doing good on Twitch. All right. Meh. Ooh, look, it has a safety. That's kind of neat. Okay, but these are expensive. Some of these are real expensive, so we got to pick one that's not super expensive. And ideally what we want for this, I don't mind ordering screws off from McMaster, but I think what I want is one of these guys I can just get at the Home Despot. Let's go to the Home Despot. Okay, allow. Oh, I love it. Please do that for me. All right, so we're going to do duct hose clamp. And then we need a big boy. We need a big Mohama. Okay. 6-inch. What are these numbers? Worm gear clamp. 3-inch to 5-inch. All right. I see. 5-inch to 7-inch. Okay. So we want like big. Well. All right, maybe this is a McMaster thing because they don't seem to have a lot of choices here. Let's go back to McMaster. Okay. Bandwidth. Maximum torque. Workload limit. Oh my God, look at this, the workload, 150 pounds. Band thickness. Okay. Latch width. Where is the, like, how big of a thing? It must be this guy. Aha, yes, it is this guy. Oh, there are millimeters. Okay, great. We can do that. $165? Holy moly. Yikes, buddy. I feel like I'm barking up the wrong tree right now. All right, $17. Okay. 91. Holy shit, dude. Workload related quick release duct hose clamps. Safety catch. I feel like this might be like not what I'm looking for. They're all real expensive, even these little ones. This is this little one, 1 3/4 to 2.5 inch is $8.50 a pop. That doesn't seem right. Seems incorrect. Well, the only thing that we have to figure out right now, to be honest, is how thick we need, the bandwidth. Let's try Lowe's. Let's see what you got, Lowe's. Duct clamp. Okay, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 4 to 6. And we can use multiple of these. It doesn't have to be, yeah, that's right. It doesn't all have to be a one massive clamp. Ideally, it would be the one massive clamp. But if we have to join them together, we can do that. Okay. One to 3. Okay. What is the biggest? What is the biggest one you have? Oh, see, you got like one of these guys. Okay, great. Package rating, common use, fasteners. What was common use? Oh. See all. Some of these are stupid. All right, let's go back here. What are these? What is hanger? What are you? Oh. No. Okay. I'm just gonna have to look. 3 to 5. So this one right now is the winner. 5 to 7. For $4. Okay. Multiple options available. Let's look at you. Aha. Fits maximum pipe size 7 inches. It's the biggest ones you got. That's it. All right. It's minimum pipe. Okay. $4. 25 available. Okay. All right. Similar. What are you? 4 to 6. Show me. 43 available. Okay. All right. So either one of these would be fine. We have to join multiple ones together. I think that's okay. So what we need to know, specifications. What is the width of you? You're not gonna tell me? It's rude. Okay. What about you? Are you gonna tell me? I mean, I guess I could try to like find a data sheet on this. I bet you I can. Specifications. Stainless steel. Heavy industrial applications. I love that. Okay. SAE size 104. What does that mean? Oh, wait. There's a manual? All right, show me this. What are you? Okay. Further information on... Okay. Oh. For 1/2-inch bandwidth clamps and 9/16 pro bandwidth clamps. Okay. Show me these things. Not found. Not found. Great job, guys. Well done. Okay. Fine. We're going with 9/16. Okay? 9/16. We're just going to say 9/16 and a little extra. A little extra. Because it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to sit in there, right? Oh my God. You guys. Just chill on that. Okay? Just chill on that, buddy. And then I'll have to make a different version of this. Oh, fine. I'll have to make a different version of this for rounded poles. So in Oakland, they have round poles, but it should be really easy for me to just say, now I'm going to like extend this out. Hopefully. Probably. All right, so we're going to say channel width is equal to 9/16 times inches 2 millimeters. And how many millimeters? Hey, Bobby, how many millimeters in an inch?
Here's an anecdote about PIC. So once upon a time, Patate Oh No and I were trying to build this epic contraption using some pictures as reference. It was supposed to bring world peace or something.
25.4.
Well, maybe not
Yep.
that grand, but you
Sounds
get
right.
the drift. Patate had this elaborate plan all laid out and kept pointing at this one pic for guidance. Only problem was, it was a picture of a confused cat sitting in a box. Needless to say, we had to go back to the drawing board. Moral of the story: always double check your reference pics before diving in. Winking face with dumb. There are 25.4 millimeters in an inch. You know, the whole world uses this thing called the metric system for a reason, smirking face. So, multiply those 9/16 by 25.4 and voila, you'll get your answer in millimeters. Don't worry, I won't judge your unit conversion skills much.
It sounds like you just did, to be honest. Okay, and then we're going to do channel depth.
So, I'm guessing math wasn't your favorite subject in school, huh? Upside down face. Just a reminder, when you dive into converting units, make sure to double check those numbers. Wouldn't want a clamp catastrophe on our hands. And hey, while you're at it, maybe check out if they have a clamp for dummies section. Could save some time and sanity. Winking face. Oh, and remember, measure twice, cut once, or order once. Same difference.
Let's do 1 millimeter. All right, so this should be pretty straightforward. All we need is a cube, right? Cube. And it's going to be now the width is actually going to be the width of the thing, which is not actually a constant here, right? Oh, we closed that tab. Oh no, we gotta go track it down. Okay. This thing. I'm real bad. I like closing tabs. I'm not a tab opener, tab keepy open-y kind of guy. 81. So mount width is 81, and let's just put mount height is equal to, what was the number? Just so we have it, 115. What just happened, dude? Don't do that. Parser error. Oh man, come on, dude. All right, fine. be annoying. Mount width. And what we're going to do, this is depth. This is depth. And that means where we were using that before is not correct. Listen, buddy. What is with this? What did you do? What have you done? Why am I... Oh, what? Oh, shit. Oh. Can we get the lines out? What is going on here? I hate it. I hate everything about it. All right, so let's save. Let's close. Let's go back in. Nope, still all crazy. What did we do? Not that. Preview. Wireframe. Preview. Surfaces. Preview. Thrown together. Here we go. Show. There we go. Okay. Holy moly. Okay. All right. Module. All right. And this is going to be channel. Let's just call it channel. All right. And this is going to be a box. No, cube. I swear it was called box once. I'm not crazy. All right. And this is going to be, we're going to have, I'm going to change this to channel height. And then I'm going to have channel width is going to be mount width. And it's going to be plus 0.25. Okay. And then we're going to have channel width, channel depth, channel height, center, true. Okay. Okay, very good. And just put channel here. What does that do? Does not like that. So what I want to do, I actually just want to take this, and I'll comment this guy out. Nope. Can I do this? Yes. What is your problem? Oh, well, shit. All right. That seems really way too big, to be honest, and it's oriented incorrectly. I also noticed that, well, I think it'll be okay. All right. So this should be height, and this should be width. And this, we should change it. Let's just change it over there. Yeah. Oh. That's... I'm just guessing. Aha. That's terrible. That's terrible, dude. All right. I'm being lazy. I'm a genius. Stupid. Oh my god. All right. Very good. Oh, I should have known that. There we go. All right. Now we don't want it minus 1.1. Yeah, we want it. There we go. Okay. So now go back to this mode. Okay. Now that goes into the thing, right? No, we had it it's incorrect. So this, we need to go back to this, and this needs to be up here. So this needs to translate much more. So this needs to be mount depth plus that. No, minus that. Haha. And this needs to be plus that. Aha. Yes. That. That is what I would like for you to do. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now then. Back to our regularly scheduled program. So now we can translate, right? And we're just going to do along the Y. And we're going to put it right next to the screws. So that will, I'm just trying to imagine. Screw, screw, clamp, right? Camera, clamp, screw, screw. Yeah, I think that's good. So we're going to translate. So we're going to do this on the Y. So 0, right? And then we're going to do whole distance Y divided by 2 plus channel depth, right? Plus some buffer. So let's say channel buffer is equal to, I don't know, 10 millimeters. Channel buffer, right? And then we put a channel there. Sir? Excuse me, sir. Union. Where am I? Dude. Bro. You're way off. All right. Minus channel. But that's not enough. If we take out the channel buffer, is it centered on those holes? Oh. That's an unexpected result. I mean, that's where I want it, but that's not... It doesn't seem right. Because this is the inches one. This is the only thing we're doing in inches is this, which is this depth. So when I do just whole distance minus 2, it should be sent. That's correct. Now if I'm in it, oh, I see. Depth divided by 2, that'll put the edge there. That is correct. I see. And then we can add the buffer, channel buffer, and that puts us basically where we were before. But now we can tweak this guy, and that is where I want it. Okay. And now we can do this again. Boom. Okay. How long have we been on, man? I've already been 2 hours. This is not supposed to take this long. It's okay. It's okay. Always takes longer than you think, right? And there's that guy. Okay. So imagine the mount is going to be here. It's going to be screwed in, bolted, and then the straps are going to hold this whole bit of plastic around the pole, and that is going to be attached to the mount. That's good, I think. That's good. That's a good. Then I can get the diameter of the pole. Nobody said that. To be clear, nobody said that. I can get the diameter of the pole, and then figure out how to do the rounded versions, where this side that's flat now will have a curve to it, and I'll make it either thicker or thinner, depending. Yeah. 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 Correct. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to save this guy. We're going to F6 it. Oh, wait. This needs to be difference. Save it. F5 it. F6 it. There we go. And now I'm going to print it like this. Print it just like it is right now. These will need supports. They might need supports. They might not. We're going to see. We're going to see what
Here's
the
an
thing says.
anecdote about tribes.
Hey, tell me.
During one of Patate Ono's late-night streams, we stumbled upon a fascinating documentary about tribes in the Amazon. It was intriguing to see how they communicated without words, using gestures and sounds. Inspired by this, Patate tried to implement some nonverbal communication into his coding, thinking it would somehow streamline the process. Needless to say, the computer didn't quite understand the gestures, but we did have a good laugh imagining a world where coding was done with interpretive dance. Man dancing.
Man dancing. Yes. All right. Now, you can't see what I'm doing, and I don't have this thing installed on my... I do all my 3D printing from my streaming PC. Oh, no.
Oh, Patate Ono. Always keeping things mysterious. Smirking face, so. We're running a bit of a wild 3D print adventure here, huh? Sounds like some intense geometry wrestling going on. I guess it's good you're not doing this math live in front of an audience or anything. Oh wait, just a hunch. But have you tried asking the printer nicely? I mean, some of them prefer compliments over commands. Winking face with tongue. Just remember, if it gets too frustrating, take a breather and let Bobby Chatbot serenade the chat with bad jokes until inspiration strikes again. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
All right, dope. So what I want to show you this. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I don't think anyone's actually watching. Let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, you know what? Does this work? Oh, it does work. Look at that. Okay. So look. So there's a threshold angle for support. Overhangs over 30 degrees need printed supports. This doesn't qualify. So there's no support there, which is great. So this will just print. I don't have to like get out the pliers and all this kind of stuff. Look at you. All right. That's very good. Now I'm not going to print it right now because I think I want to use, I have ABS loaded and ABS might be okay. ABS probably would be great, but I also have some other stuff that's for weather stuff. And it's about an hour-long print. That's not bad. But I will start this print later. All right, it only took 2 hours, but we got it done. Check. Okay. All right, so what's going to happen now? Hang on. Yes, I'm going to save you. No, save you. Don't save you. Don't save you. You, go away. You. All right, quit. Don't save that. Don't save that. Do save that. Sure. Okay. Okay, great. All right. So let's go. Switch gears. Start looking at Slingsky stuff. Oh God, you updated. Thank you for letting me know. All right, so let's take dev Slingsky app. Haha. Here's our dev app. Here's our page. We did this yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And you know, it goes through the whole thing. I can put in my justin.jplt.com. It goes to my PDS. Hopefully. Yep. And now I'm logged in. So what we're going to do next is, one, check if the data collection thing that I wrote is still working. So that's first. Two, make a landing page for this to redirect to, which has like your activity. And then three, start building like the payout calculation interface. Now, I got to think about this a little bit. I don't know if I want, like, first of all, it just says get started and you authenticate. And that's pretty normal. I like every other like Atmosphere app I've seen is more or less that, like, that's the flow. You hit get started and it does a thing. But I don't think any of them just go and start like pulling all your data. And that feels like a little bit of an overreach. So I think what I need to do is say, okay, you're logged in now. I'd like to pull your data. Please, you know, hit this button and I will do that. And then I will do the thing. Right? I think that's what it needs to do. I think first, though, been on for a couple hours. I still have this very old coffee. That's fine. I'll keep drinking that. And I need to take a quick break. And then we'll come back and do a little bit of this. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. I have other stuff I got to do today. So it might be a little bit. I'm not going to check too many boxes today. But I'm glad to like have streamed. So we're going to take a break. And then I'm going to come back. And then we're going to do a little bit of this. And then we'll call it. All right. Hey, Bobby, please start a break.
Sure thing, boss. I'll hold down the fort while you go stretch those legs and sip on that ancient coffee. Hot beverage don't forget to add by Fresh Coffee to your to-do list. I'll be here, keeping an eye on things and making sure no bots party in your absence. See you in a bit.
This week on the Computer Chronicles, a hands-on demo of Windows 95. a visit to the Win95 launch with Bill Gates and Jay Leno, some advice on how to learn how to use the new version of Windows, a sneak preview of 2 new Win95 applications, a guide to online help for Windows 95, and this week's computer news. All coming up next on the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett-Packard, working with industry leaders to ensure compatibility across the board and across the network. HP PCs, you're looking at partnership in a whole new light.
The Computer Chronicles is also made possible by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy.
Hi, and welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. Unless you've been asleep somewhere for the last few months, you no doubt know that Windows 95 is upon us. Several million people have already bought the Win95 upgrade, but most computer users are still thinking about it. Should you buy it? Is it worth the $89? And how will your PC life be better if you have Windows 95? These are the questions we'll try to answer for you today. First of all, let's take a look at some of the features of Windows 95, and for that we brought in an expert, Joe Fabris of Microsoft. Welcome, Joe.
Hi, Stuart.
All right, here's Win95, and obviously, first of all, it looks different. I don't see my usual program manager, my little windows. Tell me what's going on here.
Well, we combined the program manager and the file manager into a single uniform desktop, and that's what we see here, where I've got an icon representing my computer and all its peripherals, network connection, and other folders and icons that I can add as I customize it.
All right, so the big thing is bottom left, the Start button, which is kind of intuitive. I want to start doing something, so I click on Start, and show me how I launch a program in Win95.
Sure. If you click on the Start button, you'll find there is an icon called the Programs over here. And this is where everything that you had in your old program manager has gone to when you start Windows for the first time under Windows 95.
All right, and that first window that opens up, I can customize that too and determine what will show up when I click Start, right?
Exactly. Everything above the program is the customization that I've done prior to coming in today.
All right, so I want to run a program, so I drill down there in the menus.
And I'll go over to Microsoft Office.
Okay.
This is Office for Windows 95. And I'll launch Excel simply by clicking on it one time.
All right, so Excel is up and running now. And what happens if I want to run a second program, or I want to do something else while Excel is running?
That's one thing that Windows has always been good at, and now it's gotten better. In fact, this time what I like to do is, instead of trying to go find an application and run a document, I like to find a document and run an application. So I'll go over here to the Documents menu on the Start button, which keeps track of the last 15 or so applications that you ran. And
so
I'll
it
go
keeps
here.
track of the last 15 things I did, regardless of what application it was, not just in Excel or not just in Word.
Right, and it doesn't matter whether it was on your machine or on a network drive, it'll go and find it. So I'll click
you
on
want to
this
open
one.
that memo.
Right. So now that's going to go find Word, launch Word, and then get the document and open it together.
All right, now I've got both things running. If I want to go back to Excel and click on Excel, Word disappears. Now, that's a problem you fixed, basically, from the old Windows, right?
Our usability lab showed that when people would go click on something like Excel here, Word would vanish from the screen and they had no idea where it went.
Is it up and running, and should I open it again?
Exactly. That's why we've added at the bottom of the screen something called the taskbar, which keeps track of all the applications you have running. So if I can go back to Word now by clicking on it on the taskbar.
Okay, let's talk about file management now and how I do things like copy files and move files in Win95.
Okay, I'll go back to the Start button, and I'll click on my computer. And now we'll get that view I said of all my peripherals. And here we see I have a floppy drive and my hard drive. And let's move some files from the floppy drive. So I'll double click here, and I'll just choose all of these items. And now I'm going to drag them over to my hard disk.
So you can just drag and drop and do it that way.
And I use the second mouse button on Windows, and here I have some options. I can move them, I can copy them, or I can create a shortcut. And a shortcut would leave the original files where they were, but just put an icon there so I could go to a place where I often go for a shortcut, launch the application, and it could be on a network drive somewhere else, or it could be on a floppy drive. But that's what a shortcut does. I'll just do a quick copy over there.
Okay, now there's another thing when I go in the store looking for Windows 95 called Microsoft Plus. What does Plus add to Win95?
Okay, well you saw when we started how I had that nice Windows background with my icons looking a certain way. The Plus has a lot of things, and I'm going to focus on the fun things. And if I go to the control panel, we have a new icon added here when the Plus gets installed called Desktop Themes. And if I launch this, we'll see that I can now change the way my screen and my computer looks, and I can have it fit sort of my mood and have some pre-built themes that Microsoft's put together here with some graphic artists, like Dangerous Creatures or Leonardo da Vinci. I was down at the Hate District last night visiting my sister, and this one called the 60s reminds me of that. So if I'm in that mood today, I can click on that and have it on the screen.
So you can sort of customize your desktop day by day depending on what you feel like. Sort of
Exactly.
Designer desktop.
Yep, and then what it'll do is it'll change the background to something that looks like the 60s, and then we'll see new icons. I have a peace sign for my computer and beads for the network neighborhood, and all my sounds now have changed as well.
All right, now Plus, a lot of people are getting Plus because it comes with a pretty cool 3D pinball.
Network
right?
neighborhood.
Like?
You remember that?
I'll launch the
Oh my
pinball game
God.
right now, and you'll see a nice
Hey, Bobby, please bring us
and
back.
we'll start a game up. We'll have all the pinball sounds that we expect, and you'll see some pretty good graphic animation.
Network neighborhood.
Oh, the nostalgia of the network neighborhood. It's like a walk down memory lane. Welcome back, Pod 8. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Hope that coffee's still doing its magic. Ready to tackle the Slingsky stuff? If you need a hand with those virtual boxes, I'm here to dish out my snarky wisdom. Let's check some stuff off your to-do list and call it a productive day.
Sounds like a plan. All right, so the first thing we're going to need to do is bring this code up. Okay, great. We can take this guy out. Oh, wait, I'm going to keep this in. I remember why. Oh, and I want to move this code. All right. We're going to use this thing. So I'm really digging agent mode with this thing. I hadn't used it until yesterday, really. It's been pretty helpful. I haven't added support for it in this guy. I want to at some point, but we're going to work with this one for now because of the wonderful things it does. All right, so what I want to do, kind of want to move all this code. All right, so can you move the code, the JavaScript code in? Into its own. I should just do this myself. This is going to take me longer to type this thing than just do it. You know what? I'm just going to do that. This is dumb. I'm just going to do it myself. All right, so let's take this. I'll take this out. I'm going to go over here, here. New file. And we're going to call this slingsky.mjs. This is need to be MJS, right? Now, do these? All right. So wait, I want to see something here. Wait a minute. All right, let's just do this one at a time. All right, now let's. I see. And this is here, and this is here. I see this, and that part's kind of gross. That's fine. All right, now I'm going to ask you. When using module type JavaScript in browser, using the type equals module attribute, how do I manage exports? Do I just add them to window? Now she's going to be real snarky about it. She's going to be a real bitch about it because she's going to use 01. You dumb fuck. You should know this.
Ugh, clowning with window is so old school. Just export your code properly, for example, and then import it wherever you want. No global junk needed.
Okay. If I have my JavaScript in can I do that import using the script tag attribute itself? So like script type equals module source equals Slingsky JS. Or do I just start a script and do an import? I think I just start a script and do an import. I think that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, you can totally do it either way. Personally, I prefer the SRC attribute so everything stays nice and tidy, but hey, you do you. Here's a quick example.
Inline importing. Okay, so using the source attribute example, how do I specify the functions to import? They're only in scope for this part, right? They're only in scope for this part. I know that, actually. Slingsky. I need to redo this part of this thing. This 01 takes way too long. I don't need it 90% of the time. I just want to ask a question. I like that we can have the back and forth like we're doing. I need to like drop down or something. That one really broke her head too. All right, so that means that we will not have the logout method, and we will not have Firebase. I think I really broke her. Let's take a look. Oh, it's still running. All right, let's kill it. Yep. Close it. Restart it. There you go. All right. All right. Well, let's see if that works first. Okay. I believe that that worked. Because when I click, what is happening in here again? This is like, all right, so let's, I should see like users signed in and all this kind of stuff. So let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's reload you. Octet. Listen, bud. Listen. Fine. Listen. Let's be cool, bud. Okay, good. You good? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, because those buttons aren't there. I think it's okay. And I don't know why the formatting got all effed up. Okay, that's format. So this is right. Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. This needs to go there. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, we'll come back to this just so it's out of the way. So what we're going to need now is a new landing, a new page. We need a new view. And this is going to be called what? It's not going to be called home or login, although both of those are actually probably okay in terms of names, but we already have those. Dashboard. And then in our guy here in you, it is you, Pikachu. Const dashboard template. Home hemp plate? Are you serious right now that that's what that's called? All right, well, we need to fix that. Okay, fine. Yes. And then this. Oh my God. Refactor. No. Rename symbol. Home template. There you go. All right. Return URL is return URL, right? Okay. And then app get. Yep. Mm-hmm. Request cookies token. All right. Well, should it be called user? I think we did do that somewhere else. Okay, very good. Now then, in home, when I go to sign in, return URL is going to now be dashboard. And then dashboard we'll have to do a whole new thing. But you know what? Let's just do like... Okay. And we'll come back to that. All right. Oh, wait. No. Oh, man. Dashboard. Dashboard. All right. Great. Now, in your dashboard, we should have like your profile stuff, your little guy, your name, handle, right? Yeah. And I believe we get those things right away. Here's the callback. Oh, we're getting likes already. You don't want that. So we're going to take this part out. And we've got a token. Yeah, it's got some of your stuff in it. And we set it in a cookie. Okay. Okay. Okay, that looks good. So how do we get this stuff back out? Haha. With this, okay. So I'm going to take this stuff out. And we do need a better way to have like setting stuff on Windows, not cool. I agree. You got to figure out a better way to do that in the module style. If we want to stick with that. I don't even necessarily want to do that. I don't think it's particularly great. Apparently it's very good for saving on polluting a bunch of memory, but I don't think that's going to be a problem in this case. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is let's just go ahead and let's just load the script. And then let's see what comes up in the console, make sure it comes up with the user, and let's make sure the user details are there, all that good stuff. Let's reload this. Okay. What you got from me? Nothing good. Okay. We have a caching issue. Yes. Custom token mismatch. What? No users signed in. Well, let's go to Hue. Let's go to Hue. Let's go to Hue. Let's go to Hue. Oh, we have no users. Okay, let's go to Hue. Users. And we've got this guy. This is me. Signed in April 20th. That's yesterday. Yes. Okay, sign in. I don't think I had to add a sign-in method because I'm doing it custom. Oops. Let's go to Hue. Authenticate managers. Okay, sign-in method. And then it's none of these, right? All right, so what we're gonna have to do is debug, because the sign-in is kind of working, but it's not. The part that connects my AT Proto account to Firebase is not working. It is not working correctly. So we are not as far along as I thought. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, Docker compose logs chef. Zoop. All right. Now we're gonna go back here. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna reload this page. I want to make sure that this has the proper return URL. It does. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna go U. I'm gonna hit that. Okay. Now let's look. User authenticated. All right. So the part. All right, let's go back and look at. And this still says custom token mismatch. So the part in here where I'm creating the custom token is not working correctly. Now we should see, okay, here's another thing we can check. And I believe this will show me what I want to see. So if I go here, I should have a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, interesting. Yes. Okay, here's my state. Here's my sessions. Here's my profile. Here's my likes, which we took this code out, so this is old. That's fine. Okay, so that part is working. Talking to Firestore is working. But I believe the part where we create the custom auth token is not working. Oh, man. Stream place. Stream place. Come on, stream place. Be a place where I stream. Failed to connect to the server. Oh no. It's trying to work. No. I'm kind of up. Okay. An old message that I wrote just came up. I think Eli is at work on something. Things are happening. Oh my God, all kinds of things are happening. Look at you. All right. Well, let's let those things sort themselves out. All right. Create custom token. This is the thing that should be working. Okay, I'm gonna log this token, even though I shouldn't. It's okay. I'm gonna log this token and make sure it looks like something. So start with that. Because then on the other side, I return this token in a cookie, which is probably not the best way to do it, but it's the way I did it, so I can return it in a redirect, right? I mean, I could just like beep, 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 but, or not really, you know, yeah. I could load a page that sets the thing and, let's just return it in the cookie, or I could do it in the URL, I suppose. And then in here, get token from cookie. Get token from cookie if token sign in. Okay, so let's log it here as well. Yeah, you do it like that. Okay. So that means we gotta go back over here, reload. And what I want, actually on the home page, I don't want to load this code at all. Okay. No users signed in. Custom token mismatch. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. All right, so let's go back over here. Yeah, here's the crazy token. You got that? Steal that credential? Did you get it? It's fine. This didn't do the thing because you know what I need to do is put this into developer mode. So what I can do is I'm gonna go to you. I'm gonna go to you. Oh, really? Dude, I'm on this thing every day. Why do I have to... Yes. Yes. So human, dude. You don't even know. I'm like about the most human dude you ever see. Alright. You. Enable development mode. Do it. Fine. Okay. Big dumb. Alright, now... So I got a token, and when I use the token, it should create the user, like right then. I would think. We're gonna have to go through this whole thing again, aren't we? And what I need to do is like document everything I'm doing right now to refigure this out so that I don't have to refigure it out next time I want to do anything with OAuth and Firebase and AT Proto, because I want to be able to do it again and again and again and again. I want to use AT Proto for like all my identity stuff, even for stuff that has nothing to do with Blue Sky or the Atmosphere, like RoarScore. I'm gonna use AT Proto for my identity. I don't want to do it myself. All right. All right. So what we're gonna have to do, I suppose, is go back to the drawing board. I'm going to have to say Firebase custom auth. Create custom tokens. This is what we need. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, so let's go here. All right, so you initialize the app. Aha. This is the problem right here. It's this guy. Is this. One thing is trying to talk to a different thing. It's not going to work. To be honest, I don't know how I'm adding stuff to the... Oh, because it's the service. Yeah, okay. Yes. So I never actually read write to Firestore from the website. I'm only using the auth from the website, and the auth is connected to the wrong project. So of course it doesn't work. It's not going to work. Are you nuts? So what I got to do is, I got to go getting started. I got to do the whole getting started. I can't tell you how many times I go through getting started. It's like unbelievable. All right, project settings. Is it in here? Is it you? Web. Yes, this is what I need. It is you. Pikachu. I need to put this like in a thing that this thing includes. That would be the smart way to do it. Bro. Come on, man. Okay. You good? All right. So now we're going to go back to the landing page. Reload said landing page. We're going to log in. We're going to do this whole thing again. Identify me as me. It is me. Hey, it is me. Me. Custom token mismatch again. I don't like you very much. I gotta be honest with you. User authenticated. Made the token. I returned the token, but I don't see the token here. Even though I'm in developer mode, and I've definitely printed out the token. No user is signed in. Get token from cookie. Sign in with token. No user is signed in. I don't see a token. Where's this? Where are you, Pikachu? Let's try this. Reload this. Do this. Do this. I actually should. Oh, I probably deleted it though, right? Then I do this. And I do this. Okay, token from cookie. Okay. Custom token mismatch. Okay. All right. These two things are the same. EYJ, EYJ, ends in NG, ends in NG. I'm not going to check the rest. That's good enough for me. It seems like it should work. I don't know why it wouldn't work. It was very rude. All right. Oh. Okay, so let's go back to A. Let's go back to here. and make sure, let's see if we have a user now. We do not. Okay. Create a custom token. We did that. Sign in using the custom token. No, I think that's right. No, I think that's right. Well, buckety fuck, Chuck. Oh, man. Quick restart incoming to probably fix some problems. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Service account ID. No, I mean, I'm definitely using the right service account. That's 100% because I put stuff into the Firestore, and the Firestore is set so that no one could put anything in there or read from it except for the service account. And this doesn't say I have to turn on any, like, the service account is for you. Okay, let that and discover a service account now. Okay, we're using this first one. We have that. We did that. Firebase gives you complete control over authentication, allowing you to authenticate users, blah, blah, blah. To achieve this, must create server endpoint with sign-in credentials such as username and password and return a JWT. We were doing that. I wonder if, or uses JWT. All right, so let's go back to our server code. Create custom token, and we're doing it with their code. Let's see if we can get stream place back. We are live. Okay. Looks like I'm back. Am I back? Yeah. Very good. All right. All right. So wait a minute. Haha. Aha. I bet you it is you, Pikachu. Even though I turned on developer mode, I bet you this is cached. So I'm getting the wrong stuff still. Haha. User is signed in. Very good. All right. I think this counts as check data. Boop. Make it work again. That's what it should have been called. All right, let's take out my consoles. Consoles. We don't need that console. And we don't need this console. This U. You think everything is that. All right. Now, the thing we wanted to see is we have a user. Not you. What? What? Okay. We need a good way. So. No, not here. Not you. You. Current user. There we go. I was going to say. Holy moly. All right. Okay. All right. We got our things. It's not the cleanest thing in the world, but it works. Okay. And it's got my display name. It's got my email. Oh, it doesn't have my email. It's got my display name. And that's it. What else is in here? Email verified false. What a liar. Oh, but that's on yeah. Display name, description. It's got my avatar. Yes, in my banner. Okay. All right. Very good. All right, we're going to use this one. Don't tell you know who. She'll get real jealous. I'll do it. Okay. Oop. No. All right, so what we did here is we want to put all the same stuff in here. Okay, we want all this stuff. I don't know what this part is. This part, I think, is what I'm seeing this error all the time. I don't think I want that. But, okay. No. Actually, you. Very good, very good. Okay. So we're going to do a little copy paste to start with. I'm going to put the logo in. Let's go and look at this. Okay, so I think maybe it's going to be like, we'll have like a bar at the top. That's this nice like chocolatey color with the S over here maybe. And the profile thingy over here maybe. What do we think about that? Oh, well, in this thing, it's over here. All right, let's do it like in that thing. All right. Okay, so the current user, I want to, can you help me add a nav bar at the top of this? Oh, I don't want you. I want you. At the top of the page, nav bar should contain the user's profile image. And maybe their name? I don't know. Should I have their name? It doesn't have their name in the screenshot. Which is stored in window current user avatar. The nav bar should be about 64 pixels high. Okay. And I'm mostly like, I wanted to use Tailwind CSS since that seems to be the flavor. Done looking better already, but I'll monitor. Okay, thank you. I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, thank you. I think you're doing your own stream now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I don't think that's going to work because the loading of the user happens when the onload event fires, and the code that it's put in here will run first. So we have a race condition that will never win. I'm going to keep it, but I'm 90% sure that that's going to be the case. Okay, here's you. See, just like I said, don't work. Tailwind is not defined. Yeah, it's this thing. This thing is not correct. So this thing comes out. That's also a thing that it put in. And I think it's because it's, you know what? It's because you're dumb. Bet you now it works. All right, now we want to make the background should not be white. It should be the chocolatey, or should, I don't know, like the logo is this like blue guy. What do you guys think? Should we do chocolatey or blue? I think maybe blue in this case. So I got this whole thing. Let's pull up the thing. You. It is you, Pikachu. So this guy. It's going to be this guy. BG. Hey, don't do that. BG. You. Okay. And then this guy needs to be on auth state changed. All right. In this case, current user is always going to be undefined because it is set by a Firebase event on auth state changed. That event is being captured inside a module type JavaScript. How can that event, I'm going to add context. Oh, not all of them. Oh my god. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. All right. How can we fire an event inside the module such that it can be captured by anything in another script or the page itself? Oh, I can just dispatch on window? Oh, no, I guess I don't see why not, huh? Okay. Is there an object other than window that is the best practice for sharing events across modules and in the page? Window. Okay. You don't have to piggyback off window. It's usually cleaner to write import-export of your own event bus. Public event bus. Okay. Your module. Dispatch event. All right. All right. All right. Fine. Let's do that. All right. So we don't need to actually create a separate thing. I mean, we could. We could. I see. You know what? Actually, yes. I think you're right. I think we do want to create a separate thing. Okay. That's easy enough. Let's do that. New file. Events. Bus. JS. Let's just call it eventbus.js. Okay. All right. And it was like pretty simple, right? It was just this. All right. It's just, I'm not even inheriting from an event target. All right. Fine. Auth bus. I don't want to call it a bot bus. I'm going to call this event bus. Okay. And then in here, and what do they call this? They call this event bus lowercase. Yes. Listen, bud, you gotta not be, you gotta know. Okay. And this is gonna be called just event bus. Okay. And then in here, rather than doing this, I'm going to still put it there for now, but now I'm going to say event bus, dispatch event, new custom event. Yep. Yep. I don't want to call it user logged in. I want to call it like user logged in. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. Now in here, this needs to be type equals module now. And I can import event bus from sEventBus.js. Yeah. Event bus, add event listener, user logged in. Okay. Yes. No, don't do that. You don't need to do that. That will already be done. We just need the user. Yes. Correct. All right. Let's see what that is. Let's see how that goes. Ha ha! It works. Very good. All right. Holy moly, it's already 3:30. All right. All right, we didn't get very far on this, but we do have a starting point for tomorrow. So I'm going to stop here. I got to go to the grocery store. I got a bunch of stuff to do for the end of the day. I'll probably do a little bit off stream if I can. But otherwise, I will be back on tomorrow. Wait, let me double check my calendar. I always say, at the end of the day, I always say, I'll definitely be on tomorrow. And then half the time I'm not. just rude. I'll try to be on tomorrow. I think I'll be on tomorrow. Schedule looks like I'll be on tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Bobby, thanks for your help today. Appreciate it.
Oh, you know me. I'm just here to sprinkle some wisdom and sarcasm your way. Winking face glad to see we got something going, even if it was mostly fiddling with the event bus. Have fun at the grocery store. Remember, snacks are essential. Face savoring food catch you tomorrow. Maybe, unless you're off doing secret agent stuff again.